Hey guys, it's Miss O'Hara, and our next art project is a sculpture. Now, I'm going to show you some techniques for building your sculpture, but remember, it's up to you to experiment, work with these materials and techniques to discover how you are going to meet your own art goals, okay? So, the things we have, we've got toilet paper tubes, we've got paper towel tubes, we've got soda cans, we got scissors, we got hot glue. Don't burn yourselves. It's the biggest rule. Okay, now to attach these, this is not going to work out so great. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is use my scissors to cut some tabs. Okay, so I'm just making a little slit all the way around. Okay, and now I'm going to take those, I'm going to bend them back. All right, and I'm going to put some hot glue onto those. Remember, hot glue is hot. If you touch the hot glue, you'll get burnt. If you touch that tip, you'll get burnt. Don't get burnt. Now, I'm going to go ahead and push that on, and you can see that that is staying on my sculpture pretty great, right? That's staying on pretty well. Now, you might not want this to be so big. Okay, or maybe you want this to be a different shape. So, I'm gonna take my other tube here, and this time I'm gonna cut it at the side. Okay, this way I can roll it, and I could just make it smaller. That's totally fine. Or I could shape it, right? So this time I'm gonna roll it so that it's skinny at one end and long at the other, and I'm gonna glue it up the side. Okay. Again, don't burn yourself. Biggest rule. All right. Now, I glued it up the side, and I don't like this end. That's not going to work for my artistic goals. And I don't really like what's going on up here either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to flatten it out. Okay. Oop. Looks like I need a little more glue right there. Oop. Okay. And now I'm going to take this top part and I'm going to put those tabs into it. Okay, bend it back. All right, and hot glue those tabs. All right, and that's one way of making them smaller and shaping them. All right. Now, I'm just showing you guys this kind of random. It's your job to really look at your plans and find the way of attaching that meets your artistic goals, okay? Now, another way that you can shape things is to do what I did before, but let's say this time I don't want to make it smaller. Let's say I want to make it bigger. I can cut two of these apart, okay? And I can glue them back together like so. Put glue here. Glue that there. Put glue here. Glue that there. And now, if I needed one that's bigger, I can have that too. And maybe I want it to fit on the bottom of my can. Okay, and now I can make my can longer like that, and I could even shape it so that this could be even smaller at the end, however I want, okay? Now, there's another way of making parts. I'm gonna take this part off. I'm deciding that's not meeting my artistic goals, okay? There's another material I can use besides the tubes and the hot glue, okay? I'm gonna push those things aside. I don't need them anymore. I can use masking tape, the brown tape in the drawer, and newspaper, okay? Now let's say I want to make something that's not a cylinder. I can make this into a ball and tape it up, and that would make a plenty fine head, right? If I have a head on my sculpture, or if I want a sphere. But I can also kind of shape it, okay? Let's see. I could shape it like that. could take a piece of tape. Okay. Put the tape through here. Put that on the end. Tape that down the sides. Okay, you can see I could start to shape it into maybe a head, maybe a mouth. If I wanted to make something that was just geometric, I could do a sphere, all kinds of stuff like that, okay? And I can use my tape to really shape this thing up how I want it, okay? And it doesn't just work for heads. If you really want to make your legs into shapes, you can do that too. It's very cool. I had some people last year make some alebrijes that were really had some cool shapes in them because they shaped newspaper really well and used the masking tape to keep that shape. Okay, so these are just a few ways you can put together these materials to sort of elaborate on your own artistic goals. Your next video, you'll learn how to paper mache. See you there.